You made it. Welcome to Earn More Clients to Profit. So, how would you like to have more high paying clients and make your web design, your agency, your freelancer business more profitable? I'm going to go over five key principles that you can act on right away today to get better clients, get more of them, and make more money with your designer business. So, I'm Chris Badgett. I'm the CEO and co founder of a learning management system solution for WordPress called Lifter LMS. It was back in 2009 when I first started building websites. I used to be a sled dog musher in Alaska for almost a decade. I lived on a glacier that you could only get to by helicopter, where I managed a sled dog tour business with about 30 people up there and a couple hundred sled dogs. During that time, I fell in love with the idea of building websites, and I wanted to build myself a career where after I left Alaska, I could work from anywhere and build an online business. So it was through that period that I learned how to start an agency, grow an agency. Ultimately, I scaled it up to a team of 17 people. Many of our clients were doing projects with us where we would gross about 50,000, 80,000, even $100,000 a year from individual clients. And I'm going to take a decade of experience of what I've learned in the website building, the marketing, the online business building, things that I've done, and condense that into the best tips to help you get results faster. And I'm just a guy who lives now on the coast of Maine. I homeschooled my daughters and I run my online business from a little cabin in my backyard. So that's who I am. I'm really into online education as I've created the leading learning management system solution for WordPress called Lifter LMS. That product was born out of all my agency work over the years to help people create profitable, high value online courses and training based membership sites. So strap in. I think you're really going to get a lot out of this presentation. So let's dive right into it. Now, I want to talk about your challenges a little bit when it comes to getting good clients and making money. Sometimes we end up with low client lead flow, especially in the beginning, which can be very painful. And we don't really have our word of mouth referral engine going, but there's so much we can do, whether you're just starting or in motion to get better clients and start building a more sustainable business. The other things that happens to us as web designers and agency owners is we end up in this feast or famine cycle where we're feasting, we got a good client, we're making money, but then the project ends and then we got to go do a bunch of marketing. And when we're marketing, we're not making money. And it creates this kind of endless cycle of feast or famine where we're really busy with clients and then we stop making money and then we have to try to hustle up some new clients. And the other huge challenge that we all face as designers and online business owners is tactic overwhelm. There's literally a million magic bullet solutions on the internet about how to do better marketing or get better clients. And I just want you to set all that aside and not get focused on shiny object syndrome so that we can look at the key principles. I'm going to give you five today that help you attract better, high paying clients and make more money with your business. So here's my promise to you today. Stick with me through this presentation, and I'm going to help you increase your client lead flow so that you can get that steady stream of clients and not just rely on word of mouth marketing or getting stressed out trying to do too much. And we're going to solve this feast or famine situation through a lot of principles that are going to help you level out and hopefully get on an upward trajectory of attracting good clients and making good money in your agency. And I'm also going to show you how to get profitable leads with a lot less work so that the clients come to you ideally over time at an increasing velocity. And you just have to adopt some key principles to make that happen for your business. So, here are the 5 key principles for you. I'm going to go over each of them one by one. And then at the end, we'll review and I'm going to give you some action steps on how to take what you've learned today and immediately take action so that you can get better clients and make more income in your business. So, the first one is to niche to win. You may have heard this, you might have even heard it a million times that the riches are in the niches, but it's true. And a little story from my background, I was taking clients from anywhere. I would take restaurants, psychics, auto body repair shops, real estate agents. I built a website for just about anybody I could hustle up some business for. It was only when I discovered the online education market, this is back in 2011, when it was much smaller than it is now. And I started blogging about how to create an online course website with WordPress. And that was the first of 80 blog posts that I had written to this point that actually got a lot of comments, shares, engagement, SEO, and traffic. And it was in that moment over a decade ago that I realized I had found my niche. Not only did I find it, I loved it. I love online education. I love helping speakers, authors, coaches, businesses who want to leverage education, schools to be able to harness the power of the internet and WordPress to create a genuine positive impact in the world. So I found my niche. It took me a bit, but finding that niche for me literally transformed my life. And not to brag or boast, but in this niche, I've made many millions of dollars servicing this niche, and I've been focused on it for the last 10 plus years. And I will continue to be focused on that niche because I love it for many years to come. The next principle that helps you get better clients, steady leads, and higher revenue, even though it's counterintuitive, is to teach for free. What we find as a web designer or agency owner, we become a trusted advisor to our clients. Sometimes they bring us in to do a logo design or to build a simple marketing website, but then they realize our expertise and they start adding on more and more services. And a lot of clients, especially these days, and just consumers in general on the internet, they try to solve problems themselves first. So the best way to intercept that intent or traffic is to teach what you know for free. It's called moving the free line. It's also called giving away more than you're comfortable with giving away. And what I mean by that is to teach your process. Literally, you could do it on YouTube. You can make a course. You could, um, do a podcast series. There's a lot you could do to teach what for free, and it feels uncomfortable when you give away like your secret sauce. Like for building websites, as an example, you can literally create a tutorial video on how to build a website for your niche and just give away exactly how you do it. But what ends up happening when you do that, one, you build authority. Two, the most important thing is some people will start getting into that content, your target market, your niche, and they will reach out to you. And basically, what they're asking is, hey, that was cool. I really liked what you did there, but can you just do it for me? So that's the power of teaching for free. That's exactly how I went from building $200 websites to building many tens of thousands of dollar websites is by teaching what I know for free in content marketing. And the way it started for me is I just challenged myself. This is probably around 2012 or 13 to make a 6-part video series on how to build a website in a weekend. I just turned on a screen recorder. I taught my process of how to build a WordPress website with essentially free everything except for hosting for a business. And then I started getting YouTube comments. People started contacting me through my website contact form and said exactly what I mentioned about, "Hey, I liked your videos. Can you just do that for me? Can I hire you?" And the thing is when you have a strong niche and you're not just, hey, teaching the tools, like I'm a WordPress guy or I'm a course person or I'm really good at marketing automation or my design is amazing. When you marry your niche, it's also good to marry the problem more than your tools. So when you teach to the problem, not necessarily your tools, you get a lot higher quality leads and your customers value your services more. For example, if you're teaching people like at Main Street restaurants how to create an online ordering system for their website so that they can make more money and automate and need less staff, those are the kinds of problems that you want to center your training or what you're teaching for free around. The next thing is to teach for money. So it's amazing that people even find you at all on the internet. It's called found traffic, and it's really something to be grateful for and appreciate. But not everybody can afford your agency services. So it's good to provide a DIY solution where you basically teach people how to get the result and solve their problems using your processes on their own. And that costs less money than hiring you specifically as the implementer or service fulfillment provider. So teaching what for money, how to for the people in your niche to get the result is a very powerful strategy. I think of it like in a three-part framework where there's the DIY, the do it yourself, then there's the done with you, and then there's the done for you. And the DIY, do it yourself, this is where if you create a solution where people can do their own SEO or their own logo design or whatever following your process and it's a paid premium offering, that is the DIY solution. Done with you is maybe a combination of that plus you're available once a week for coaching when they get stuck or something like that. Then done for you is of course the full agency service. And when you widen your offering so that you can capture income at the different layers, particularly through a automated teach teaching for money through a course on how to get the result that your design service or your agency provides on their own, you've got another product in your suite that people can self-serve and buy. And some of those paying customers who are in your learning product will also just naturally transition after they build trust with you, you've demonstrated your authority and hire you directly as your full service agency. So teach for money. And then the other thing about lead generation, when you really lock in and isolate on your niche, is these people can be very easy to find when you know what their key problem is and who they are. And I see a lot of people do social media, in my opinion, the wrong way. First, let's just break down what social media is. Media is making content, all right? It's videos, it's images, it's text, it's content. And a lot of people think that's what social media is like putting content on social media websites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever. But the social part often gets missed. And the social part is the conversations that happen. So when you do full stack social media and you actually engage in conversations and relationship building, and you combine that with high quality, relevant, niche focused media content, you end up creating a much more effective social media strategy. So let me give you some examples. If I'm in the education market. So if I'm doing full stack social media marketing, I know that online educators often end up with CRM tools. So I may go out into the world and find CRM Facebook groups that are very healthy and positive, and just go try to help people. So, for example, a lot of our users use tools like ActiveCampaign and ConvertKit, things of that nature. So I engage in those social groups online, and I help people, particularly when their questions are related to online education. And I do that for free with no expectation of return. It's not a constant pitch fest. And the content that I create, because I like to attract that kind of client, speaks to the problems that online educators, experts, coaches, agency professionals who serve that market have. Even this presentation in a way a is part of full stack social media, where I'm out in my community of web designers, who some of which may need a learning management system solution for their clients, and I'm just trying to be as helpful as I can. And when you have your really tight niche focus, you can really limit and focus your efforts in effective areas, effective communities, even geographical targeting if you want to do that. So, full stack social media, I would just encourage you to rethink how you think about social media and be everywhere and omnipresence, and focus it down around your target market in the communities they're in, the places where they like to follow other experts, the other tools they use before or after your solution, and really network into those communities, and don't just put up content, but actually engage in conversations and commit. And for me, I grew my agency a lot with this technique by just setting aside in the early days 1 hour a day to engage in this full stack social media effort. Currently, I do that about 1 hour a week, but in my growing years, I found that 1 hour, 5 days a week was effective. No need to do more than that. The next thing is what I call the YouTube traffic system. The beautiful thing about video is it's the closest thing to a real human in-person connection that we can do through the internet. You can see the body language, you can read expressions, you can create a richer content experience than, say, an email. And as YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and if we go back to our niche and our target market and the problems that they have, when we make specific content for YouTube without becoming a full-time YouTuber, and I'm going to explain that in a second, and then that content lives forever on YouTube, you can create a growing exponential flywheel of inbound leads. Where I'm at personally right now with that, with YouTube, is that my content gets around 120 watch hours per week. So what that means from my YouTube content is that it's like having 3 people working a 40-hour week full time, just talking to prospective customers and clients by making that high quality content. And I'm not talking about views, I'm actually talking about watch hours, like actual time watching the videos. So YouTube is really powerful. I have a course on exactly how to implement the full YouTube traffic system strategy, which only involves making 4 videos. That's what I mean by not becoming a professional YouTuber. You do not have to do that. Maybe video marketing is not your preferred method, but if you commit to these 4 videos and I show you exactly which 4 videos to make, the course I have is $500. You're going to get access to as a bonus as part of this online event. So definitely check that out. And essentially, at a high level, what the 4 videos are is, if you've heard of the buyer's journey, as your niche, your avatar comes through the various stages to becoming one of your clients, they're going to go through specific stages. So at a high level, the first stage is unaware. They don't even realize they have a problem. Second stage is problem aware. Okay, we figured out we have this problem and we want this we need to solve it. The third stage is solution aware, which is where, all right, I need this kind of solution and I need to figure out how to get the best one for me. And then after solution aware, they become product aware. They become aware of you and your service, your product. Um, and then the last stage is most aware or highly aware, where they actually are getting ready to convert and become one of your customers. And the biggest challenges that agencies and web designers have is that they focus a lot of their marketing effort at the product aware stage, where they're already aware of you and the agency, and you're making content about why you're the best and how you help them. But the big opportunity to get more automated leads and clients into your own marketing funnel is to make strategic content for your target market at the unaware, the problem aware, and the solution aware stages, in addition to being aware of you specifically. And those 4 videos, you link them together in a playlist, and the end of one video points to the next one in YouTube, and it creates an evergreen system of generating leads for you from YouTube. I show you exactly how to do all that in the bonus, which is included. So that's the YouTube traffic system. You can make those 4 videos in 1 day or a week if you wanna take your time, but it's something you should definitely put in your client lead generation strategy. So these are the 5 principles that we reviewed today. I wanna go over them just real quick here and review. Niche to win. This is where you marry a problem and you figure out who your customer avatar is. And just because you focus here, it doesn't mean you won't get other leads that you may wanna take. But by niching, you really win. And when you know the core problem or problems that your target market has without talking about your tools like WordPress or Kajabi or ConvertKit or Photoshop or Canva or all the little details of what you deliver, and really focus and understand the problems that your target market has, you're going to do a lot better. For me, that was online educators. For you, it could be that, it could be e-commerce, it could be Main Street businesses as an example, or even a certain type of business. I've seen so many agencies find these little pockets, these niche pockets of opportunity that they do quite well with over time. The next principle is to teach for free. Teach your process, teach what you know. You can do that as part of the YouTube traffic system we talked about, but also teach people how to get results the way you get people results. Give away more that's uncomfortable. And you can do that in blogs, podcasts, YouTube, social media content. Just teach for free. So instead of thinking about just constantly trying to close sales or convince people to buy from you, just don't even sell. Just teach what you know for free. The next thing is to teach for money. So this is a more serious, structured approach to teaching your process at a premium price, so that people who may not either have the budget or be ready to buy your full on service right away, you can give them a solution, capture the income, and some of those people will upgrade into your premium or regular service offering for free. The next thing is full stack social media. So don't just make media, and also don't just be social and just talk to people on the internet, but do both strategically and logically around your niche. And you don't need to be in a million places. You just need to be in the right places where your people are on the internet. And the last principle for you to make more money and get more clients is to implement the YouTube traffic system, which I'm giving to you for free today. It's a quick training, but it goes over everything you need to know to harvest consistent leads and build a machine that runs on YouTube day after day, year after year, positioned directly for your niche to get you more clients and build your authority. So, within the client agency dilemma, as we land the plane here on this conversation, is I've always been fascinated by how I've heard so many clients in different niches say, you know what, I really can't find a good like web designer or WordPress professional or developer to help me put my website online or to do what I need to be done. And then on the other side, you hear the agency owners with the opposite challenge where they're like, I can't find good clients. I'm having a hard time attracting clients, or clients don't understand what I offer. And there's just this dilemma, this friction, this mismatch there. And this all comes back to the main need is here in these niches. Like, it's not your fault as an agency owner because there just isn't that much opportunity and the market's too crowded. That's not it at all. It has to do with not being at that focal point of the problem that really marries this niche client with this solution. The technology and how we implement that does not matter as much as just solving the problem. So when you marry the problem, this divide or this dilemma literally goes away and you can become the go-to expert and service provider solution in that niche. And there's also just this myth that I see out there in the designer and agency owner community of being too busy. And I've been there. I've been completely overwhelmed, staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning, getting up at 8 to keep going, just hustling, hustling. But it's really just that age old thing of working smarter, not harder. And it all boils down to the five principles that we've gone over today that make it so that you do have the space, you do have the time, your efforts and your the things you do out in the world becomes much more effective in terms of getting better clients, making more money, staying in your niche so that you become less overwhelmed trying to figure out how to solve a million different problems for a million different niches. Focus is the key. Embody the five principles for the most strategic outcome. And my pro tip for you today is when you're getting clients, there are already a lot of solutions on the internet or for listing out the professionals in this industry or this professional who solve this type of problem. And there are like literally directory websites. There's industry associations that have like cheap advertising spots in their website, or you just email them letting them know that you're available for services and you're focused exclusively on this niche, whether that's it could be any niche that we're thinking of, but get on directories so that you can leverage the traffic that's already at the place serving the market that you want to serve. And I've got a directory example for you at Lifter LMS as an example. We see the same thing, the client agency dilemma. I see clients in support all day long who are like, man, I can't find anybody to help me with my website. And I see WordPress professionals and agency owners who are like, I can't find high paying clients. And meanwhile, I see like success stories in our community, agencies doing great work in particular niches. I'm thinking of Melissa Love as an example, who has done phenomenal work with websites and online education websites, but she's in a particular niche. She's in a photography education niche. That's a particular niche. Those photographers have similar problems. They have high expectations on the design and the quality because they're visual professionals, and she delivers great outcomes. She recently did a site, one of the largest photography website education websites in the world. She put that on Lifter LMS and did a great project called Cole's Classroom, I believe. But that's her niche. So Melissa is also listed on our website on the Lifter LMS experts page. And that's just a page that we have up that we don't even charge for it. We just help connect web designers and agency owners who have some experience with Lifter LMS with the clients that are constantly asking us for referrals for agency owners. So here's my action steps for you today. I have 3 for you. The first one is to go to lifterlms.com/experts and just check that out. There's a button link at the bottom where you can fill out a form to get listed on our site. And if you don't have experience with Lifter LMS yet, you can play around with the free plugin if you're a WordPress user, learn the basics, and you're ready to be added to that list. So go check that out and go join any other directories like that can help you connect with the clients that are already looking for people just like you. But you have to be niche. It's not like a general site. You need to find those niche directories. Action step number 2, get the bonus. Normally, this is a $500 course that we charge for, but get the YouTube traffic system. It's some of the best bang for your buck and time investment to get an automated content marketing from YouTube system set up that speaks to your client at different stages of the buyer's journey through 4 specific videos that you can make. The full system's laid out, worksheets, everything. Just go to lifterlikes.com/YTTS. That stands for YouTube traffic system. So lifterlikes.com/YTTS. Go do that. Take action today. Set up your agency YouTube lead machine today. And my final um, action step for you today is to encourage you to teach for free and money. If you use a WordPress website, you can install the free Lifter LMS plugin, start making your courses that are focused on your agency's ideal customer profile, your avatar, teach your process, make some free training materials, make some premium training materials that you can downsell into if somebody is not ready to become a client or they don't have the budget yet, and start teaching online and don't overcomplicate it. Remember that part of my story where I just challenged myself to make a WordPress website in a weekend, little mini course over a weekend, and I just recorded me building a website. This was a very long time ago. Those videos were on YouTube. I ended up putting them on Udemy as well. I've had tens or hundreds of thousands of people go through that free content, and that's how some people discover me, and I got clients through that process as well. So teach for free and for money. And I want to thank you for letting me have this conversation with you today to help you get more focused, get better, higher paying clients, making more money with a lot more clarity around what it is you do, what problems you help, and who you serve. My life's mission is my company mission, which is to lift up others through education. So you can find me anywhere on the internet, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you at Chris Badgett. You can find me around. But thank you for checking out this presentation, and I wish you all the best in your agency, and just keep going, keep putting one foot in front of the other, focus, and you will get more clients and make more money with your business. Wishing you all the best. Take care.